Hello, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my leadership insight for you today is 7 facilitation strategies for leaders. In your leadership journey, you will increasingly find yourself at the front of the room. You'll be standing there with the goal of influencing anywhere from 5 to 5,000 people in a particular course of action. You'll be sharing corporate policy decisions, facilitating learning experiences, or discussing business challenges. And your desire generally will be to broaden the perspective of the audience and to gain consensus around a set of values, strategies, and actions. Now, walking into the room solely focused on your own agenda is a recipe for disaster. You have to anticipate every aspect of the topic, the environment, and the attendees to properly prepare for and address your subject matter. So here are 7 key strategies to consider as you leverage your leadership. 1 is plan the environment. Now this seems basic, but it's often taken for granted. Think about what you want to accomplish and ensure the environment is designed to support that. So for instance, if you want the group to envision the future, don't hold the meeting in an interior room with no windows. Instead, find a space with an expansive view. One of my most inspiring settings for such a meeting was on the 26th floor in a conference room that had floor-to-ceiling glass on a clear day. Also, if you want to inspire creative thinking, make sure you have a stimulating and a colorful environment. Number 2, build rapport with the participants. So begin your relations and your interactions with attendees when they enter the room and not when the meeting begins. Throughout the meeting, you can interject comments, linking you to the participants and acknowledging their interests and concerns. This reinforces connections and it underscores your support of them. And if your discussion requires convincing them of a specific plan of action, make sure you know everyone's position on the topic before the meeting so you can appropriately address each one. Number 3. Choose your battles. Invariably, if your topic is controversial, you're going to prepare for a spirited discussion. So begin with the points that most participants can agree on to make sure you build momentum. Then you can move to the more provocative areas. And stay in tune with the mood in the room so you know when to press forward on an issue, when to pause, or when to come back to it later. Number 4, deflect an argument. With a difficult topic, someone will invariably ask a challenging question. So to avoid a heated debate in the room, try asking a clarifying question, something like, "Help me understand why that's important to you," or "Help me understand what you mean by that." You may find you have greater areas of agreement than you thought. Follow up on your points of contention after the meeting. Number 5, learn to dance. Now, good dancers know how to fluidly respond to whatever type of music is playing. Similarly, develop your ability to respond in the moment to whatever's happening. If you see your participants aren't responding to the presentation as planned, then shift your style or your examples or your visuals to make sure you meet their needs. After all, it's about them, not you. Number 6, be authentic and genuine. It's important to be comfortable with the message you're communicating. It's important to acknowledge difficult points where necessary and be as transparent as possible. So leaders who stand before a group of employees to deliver an unpopular message have to display empathy and sincerity to ensure that they build trust. And number 7, re-engage your audience. Sometimes, as meetings flow along, the facilitator recognizes that a portion of the group has become distracted or disengaged. So recognize it quickly and pull people back into the discussion by telling a relevant and a great story to make a point. You can also change the pace and the pitch of your speaking to create a shift in the room and draw others out of a momentary lull. So remember, as leaders, you're developing your muscles in this facilitation skill. It won't happen all at once, but with practice, you can improve and increase the learning environment for everyone. Thanks for listening.